Killing that woman and throwing my life away, please.
Duffy, she saw the killer.
Can you describe him?
His name's Wally Fortin, white guy. He was dating Tanya's daughter. You do a lot of wall balls?
Wall balls?
Yes, when you take the heavy ball and you throw it up against the wall, and then you squat as you catch it, and then you throw it up again. You just keep doing that until your leg's on fire. It's CrossFit.
Watch Alyisa Joy Powell at the Manhattan Monologue Slam, and then rocketing to stardom in the film The Sitter with Jonah Hill.
Can I help you, sir?
Huh?
Can I help you?
I'm just waiting for somebody.
Great! Oh my God, to get ready. It was a lot of things. I had an audition, so my backdrop was over there. I had to take the blue curtain off. Then I had to redo my lighting. Then I was like, oh my God, I can't log in. It won't let me log in from Safari. I was like, oh my God. Okay.
Well, I pulled enough clips that to feed time just in case. And I think I got blocked by Lionsgate on one of them. So, Facebook just hit me with Lionsgate. But then I with a dispute. So I said, look, they on the show. This is how I got to start you off.
Let me tell you where I grew up at. Sit more, grew up at. Flip coat, blew up at. Real fake thugs got their vests chewed up at. Brooklyn beef.
And that's all I can play, Brooklyn, because I'm not trying to get got from you too. Brooklyn.
Come on, girl. Come through, BK, baby.
What's up? Now I don't know if you did as much research on me as I did on you, but I'm originally from New York, okay? Family from Brooklyn, grew up in Left Rack City, Queens. So, so I know I got the BK all in the heart right here.
Actually, I'm originally from California.
I'm sorry, Altadena.
Yes, I grew up in Altadena, Dina Block. I love growing up there. It was a great place to grow up. And then I came here. It's been 17 years already. So, we're here. We're here
with the Brooklyn in the house. Hey, do you well, not since Corona, whatever, but I find myself when I go home, when I go to Brooklyn, I go to the White Castles. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's certain food you have to eat. You know what I'm saying? She's like, yeah, what, you a vegetarian?
No, but White Castle, like probably back in the 60s, it was the bomb, but
I'm a 60s baby. Okay.
White Castles, I'm scared. Do I have my insurance up? You know what I mean? I gotta get my insurance together for doing the White Castle. I don't know about that, but okay. Let me see. What do I love? BK. I have a cute little soul food restaurant. Mm-hmm. Napoleon's. Now, okay. Napoleon, he's really a dessertier, you know what I mean? Because he got a nice showcase in the front. Now he got the smothered turkey and all that stuff going on. But I'm telling you, the showcase is hurting you when you come in because he got the banana pudding right here. He got the coconut cake right here and the sweet potato pies all right in here. You know what I mean? He got it going on. So yes.
So pizza, you LA pizza or New York pizza?
You know what? I was New York pizza until somebody said Chicago.
Oh, but that's deep dish. That's not the same thing. That's like that's a cake. That's a whole cake. So like you said, you're originally from Altadena. Tell us how you got started.
Okay, so my dad was an actor before me. And so I always wanted to be an actress. I wanted to follow my dad's footsteps, but I was not allowed. They did not want me to have anything to do with this entertainment industry. So they forbade me. So it's been like full circle. I started off in the gospel industry, sang backup behind everybody, got involved in the business side of that and started managing artists. And then I found this flyer on my car and it said audition for people who could sing. And I said, oh, okay, let me see what I can do here. And I auditioned, I got the part. It was, yeah, I had to learn it in 2 weeks. My break in, and that's kind of how it started off, full circle, but late, like I would say like 30. Am I aging myself then?
No, look, I aged, but look, we look good. Okay,
We look good. 53, baby. I look good.
Exactly. They can't say anything. Look, as long as my teeth match, I'm happy.
Okay.
Wait, I'm sorry, Washington Dental Clinic, Tijuana. I gotta throw my butt because I can get a discount. I got friends going there. Bottoms are gonna be free.
He said you was gonna go across the border, get it done. Pedro will hook you up.
Let me tell you, the dentist here wanted $10,890. I went across the
payment. I'm on a payment plan right now for my mama. Come on, because my baby gonna have a grill. She is gonna have that. Okay.
Exactly. Now you've been on so many sets, and you've done the sitter, and then you've done scrubs. But then I see when you're doing your slam, it's coming from a whole nother place. Where does that energy come from?
I'm a writer. So I usually write my monologues. When I first came to New York, so I'm an LA baby, so we didn't know nothing about a monologue, And when I came here, they were talking about monologues, and I was like, well, I can't find one that fit me. I don't know how to do this here thing. And so I'm a writer, so I started writing my own monologues. And then the Galinsky brothers had this monologue slam, and anybody who's anybody in New York came through the monologue slam. And so I would write a monologue and get it done. And I was like a 2-time champion.
No, I saw, and I was gonna play this slam, but before I play the slam, because you said you can sing, right? But I'm gonna take you back, sis.
My name is Alyisa Joy Powell, and the song I like is I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go. If you want to beg and plead for my sympathy, I don't mind, because that means so much to me. Ain't too proud to beg. Sweet darling, please don't leave me. Don't you go.
If you want to beg and plead, don't mind. So that was what? How many years?
That was a while ago. You know what that was for? My good girlfriend, she does marketing and promotions for Broadway, off-Broadway, and she had the account for Motown. Mm-hmm. And so she asked me to sing a Motown song, and that's what I came up with. Oh my gosh, you dig. You know how to dig, girl. I ain't mad at you.
Well, proper preparation prevents piss poor production. Okay. And I'm trying to get this show past StreamYard and Ustream. I'm looking for other sponsors and things like that. So if I'm producing, editing, executive producing, I'm doing the whole, I'm doing pushing the buttons and everything. So somebody, Washington Dental Clinic, hook the sister up. Yeah. Now you brought up Motown, right? But I'm only going to play this because this is a Motown great, and she just passed away, and I actually got her to sing with her. So I'm just going to show you. I'm going to show you up just for one quick second. You don't normally show up a guest, but this is rest in peace.
Hey, listen, I'm Mary Wilson, and you're listening to Calloway in Hollywood. Whoa!
I had to just drop that.
No, that's a jewel. I'll share the stage any day with a legend, honey. Oh my God.
And I realized this was like a couple of years ago, and that same night I interviewed her and Alex Trebek. And those pictures just showed up on Facebook the other day, because it was like a year ago or 8 years ago, whenever it was. So I was just like, wow. So I wowed you, but you wowed everybody, because you were in one scene. And you're all over the place. Now, just in case they don't know, I'm going to drop a little bit of the trailer for Judas and the Black Messiah, and we're going to be right back with Alyisa Joy Powell. Hey.
Deputy Chairman Fred Hampton of the Illinois Black Panther Party.
Repeat after me. I am
Now they gotta see it, right? You know what I'm saying? They gotta pay this. They gotta pay HBO Max.
Oh my gosh. I love that. Oh, that's like my favorite scene when that shot through the doorway when they open that peephole, and oh my God, I love that. Every time, oh my God, that just makes me melt when I see that. Yeah.
Well, your scene with Daniel was so pivotal because of the fact that your son died and that whole thing. How was it? By then he had won an Oscar, right? So you're sharing the screen with an Oscar winner.
That doesn't even enter my mind. I'm so into the character that never enters my mind. I have to be present, and this was so very, very important. The responsibility for this role was just out of this world, and I think the whole cast felt that. The whole cast felt the weight of what it was that we had to bring to the table. So yeah, I loved it. What I really love is that I've connected with the families, Mark Clark's family, who was assassinated when he was 22, connecting with Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., his dad's mantle, meeting Mama Akua, aka Deborah Johnson, and meeting the Jake Winters family. That has been so life-changing. This whole project, really, when I go in as an artist and there's things that I do, but you never know what the role is going to give back to you. Mm-hmm. And this is a good example of the role giving me so much that I walk away humbled. Yeah.
With this, you wanted to make sure that your son's legacy continued and it was in a meaningful way and for them to understand how important it was. And I understand at this time when you were filming, it was around the time that the whose case?
Botham yeah. The Botham Jean verdict came in the day we were shooting. And that was another weight. Like I literally felt like I wasn't really portraying Pauline Winters, but I felt like I carried all the mothers on my back, and that was a representation of the grief that we all feel every time we turn on the TV, every time we see another video, every time we hear of another injustice, that grief that blankets us, as a people, we share that. So I didn't have to go too far, to figure out what that felt like, but yeah, my responsibility in that scene, first of all, was to alleviate Chairman Fred from the guilt of Jake's death. And, he knew that I approved of the movement, that I approved of, what he was doing. From what I heard from the family, they approved of what he was doing and that he gave his life for this cause. I mean, like, he was valedictorian of his class, Jake Winters. He turned down 5 scholarships to college to serve the people and to start the free breakfast program. At the same time, holding down a job at the post office. This was no ignorant person. This was not somebody who needed to be a part of something. He was somebody who wanted to do something for his people. And he literally gave his life for it.
And your portrayal and the fact that you still keep in touch with the Winters and the Clarks and everybody and Fred Hammond Jr., it shows that the belief that we believed your character, and then you take your character and you take what you feel and you bring it into your real world and into your space. With all of that said, with the way the world is right now, and January 6th and all of that, what would you say to a young African American woman coming up now in this industry so that they don't feel like they maybe get Me Too'd or they're not doing the role right? What advice would you give?
I would say trust your instincts for one. Trust yourself. God gave you a gift and, use it. The greatest sin would be if you didn't know what your greatest potential is. Because God gave you those gifts for a reason. And as far as Me Too, I would say, definitely create boundaries for yourself. It's not always easy. There's times when you get caught up in the situation. But in my own career, I had definitely laid down boundaries, and I wanted people to know that I was here for the work. You know what I mean? If I wanted to sleep with you, I'll sleep with you, but they had nothing to do with me getting a job. I'm not doing that. And I wanted to be held on my own merits. And I did not confuse business and personal, you know? So I made sure I kept those things aside. I was careful what parties I went to, if I went to a party. I was careful about my outings, even with networking, I just made sure that I was in the right place at the right time. Like, again, you don't always know that. There's been a couple of times I got caught up, and it was nothing but God that got me out. But and because I'm a big girl, I was thinking I wouldn't even have that issue, but that is so not the case. Because they looking for the big girls. They looking for the big girls, honey. Yes.
Well, I'm not skinny. I work out, you know what I'm saying? I take pride in how I am, what I do. And everybody's vulnerable. That's the thing about it. Everybody's vulnerable, from a child to adult, from when it's someone in the family to someone in the street. Teach the kids, not just younger women, and men too, and young boys, that this is what it is, and no means no.
Guys get it worse than women,
And and I had to stop myself too, because I used to flirt with the guys on the red carpet, because I'm the red carpet diva, and I realized, like, yo, wait a minute, pull back. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll flirt with you through the phone, like through this, you know what I'm saying? But now it's like I make sure of how I conduct myself when it comes to that. Even though, they know I'm playing, but it's like, somebody looking from another direction would see like, oh, that's not professional.
You know what we have to do is not desensitize ourselves, because there's nothing wrong with playful banter. So I'm like that too. I'm very personable. I'm very touchy-feely, but you have to feel the atmosphere. And when the atmosphere changes, you know what I mean? When you kind of make somebody uncomfortable. You just have to be very sensitive and be aware of your environment. But I think everybody kind of tells, oh, I think I just overstepped, you know what I mean? And you pull back, and you may apologize, if I made you feel uncomfortable, I'm sorry, I'm just, counting it to my head and I'm heart, that kind of thing, but everybody definitely is vulnerable. And I've known a lot of guy friends who came in this business and just from the gay community, like they get propositioned a lot. Like, you want this role, you might need to come through, that kind of stuff. So they've been sexually propositioned, men and women, as well as we have, not us that they concerned about, it's people who do this, people who take advantage of a situation, people usually in a high powered situation that will take advantage of a moment, that they'll find your weakness. They'll find what you want and know you want it bad. So then they'll turn it, on you. Somebody like me, I've been working this thing my whole life, and you come into a situation where somebody says, listen, I can make or break you. What you want to do? You need to get on your knees right now, right? That kind of situation, honestly, so it's those kind of situations that are hurtful, not us, the everyday folk who just love people.
That is correct. And when you say that, also because you also own your own property, you know what I'm saying? You own your material. So like different shades of love. You have things that are yours, so they can't steal it from you. And what you've done throughout the 25 some odd years that you've been in industry, you've created a book. What's the word I want to use? An arsenal, which is not the word I want to use, but of material that you have to sell yourself, and you don't have to depend on someone else to make it come, to make your dollars happen. You do your auditions and everything, but you have the other side of Alyisa Joy Powell that's extraordinary. And you got to come back and give us some more time, because the next lady coming up, I know you guys, I don't know, have you lost anyone from the coronavirus?
I have.
Well,
all my surrogate moms here in New York I have lost. Yeah.
Well, a good friend of mine, she's the creator and is the curator and the creator of the Memorial Crane Project, and that is where she was making cranes, for people who passed away, and she then made it. So why don't you do this? I'm going to pull you both in, but I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you a little bit about what she does, and then I'm going to pull you both in at the same time so you can say hi, and then we'll let you go. If you want to stay, you can stay, but I'll do an interview. But
Hey, Romeo. How are you? Welcome to Matter Studio Gallery. Hi, I'm Carla Funderburg.
Well, the U.S. is struggling with the deadliest coronavirus outbreak in the world. The country has recorded more than 160,000 deaths, a staggering toll. One artist in Los Angeles is remembering each victim through origami. Carla Funderburg started making these cranes 3 months ago. Now, at first, she tried to fold 10 every night, one for each coronavirus victim. But when the number of deaths nationwide surged past 88,000, the artist realized it would take her 24 years to complete the feat. So she asked for help, and people delivered. Volunteers now drop off paper cranes daily. Hundreds hang from the ceiling in her studio, and more are kept in boxes waiting to be added. A sad reminder of the coronavirus toll.
I feel like this space is holding the place for the remembrances of the souls we're losing.
And there she is, Carla. Hi, Carla.
Thank you. Wow, I've never even seen that. You did something. I have seen that feed. Wow, I was like, wow, when did that happen? Anyway, Alysia, I was listening to your interview just now, and it's so nice to meet you. I've loved hearing your story. Now I've got to watch that movie. Yeah,
you have to. It's really good, really, really good. But what you are doing, my dear, oh my God, that really puts that in perspective. Walking through that makes me very emotional. Thank you for your work. Thank you for your hands. Thank you for this road that you're traveling for us and to give us remembrance. That's moving.
Thank you. Well, it's a collaboration, and I'm not doing this alone. What I realized is that I couldn't do it alone. I had to reach out for help, and what was amazing is, to this day, how many people have contributed, and how much it's really grown. And thanks to people like Cosandra, my dear friend.
No, wait. I didn't do that much. Hey, Alysia, why don't we do this? I'm going to let you get your outro and tell them how they can follow you, right? And then I'm going to leave you in the cut. So if you want to come back, so you can see the show, and then I'll put you back in if you'd like. And then we'll go to Carla, okay? So okay. Alysia, am I saying Alysia?
Well, my mama taught me Alysia, so I'm going to go with that.
Okay, when your mama said Alysia, I'm going to say Alysia. Alysia Joy Powell, tell us how we can follow you and keep up with what's going on. And we're going to pray that Golden Globe comes our way tomorrow.
You can follow me at Alysia Joy Powell on everything. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Alysia Joy Powell.
You're rocking with Hollywood.